Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Sipomota, aka Chin, and today I'm doing my first tutorial towards streaming. So, because I've been streaming on Facebook and Twitch, and basically been getting questions like, how do I set up my low-end machine to actually stream? Because I have a Ryzen 3 actually streams equal to the other higher-end machines. So now I'm gonna give you a bit of secrets of what I do and what I do. So without wasting any time, guys, don't forget to subscribe on the channels that you see here, and also like, give comments about this video at the bottom, and let's get into it.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
So guys, today we're doing our first tutorial. I'm teaching you about how to for your first stream. Basically, it's your first time. If it's not your first time, then guys, it's gonna be second, third, fourth. But this is gonna be basics. I'm not gonna go to advanced details on specific things like how to make your mic sound better, how to make your camera looks better. Right now, I am taking a video using my phone, and some of my viewers suggested I should do that, but I didn't want to do it, but I ended up doing it anyway. And you can judge how it looks like and tell me that it's looking better or worse, you know. Otherwise than that, let's get into a video, guys. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna go to all of that. Those are my streaming panels basically. So I'm trying to make sure I show you everything. So right now, let's go to live, and live, I'm gonna show you my desktop. So right now, this is what's happening when I'm live. This is my whole desktop, my whole notifications, these are my scenes. If I don't know what scenes are the things that you see when I change from get right back to live. Those are the scenes. Those are the things I call the scenes, and webcams and all of those things. You get them by default if you're using OBS, but it depends if you're using OBS, Streamlabs, or just OBS. You know, there are different companies, or Streamlabs, Stream Elements. I mean, that's another one. So let's start afresh from fresh. So you want to stream, so you go to your Google and you say download OBS. Then you click there. There you get OBS. You can download it, or OBS Streamlabs. There it is. You get it there and you download it there after you log in, because OBS wants you to log in. And it's also Stream Elements. I think it does the same thing. Stream Elements. It's going to do the same thing also, and wants you to download it. It's just all of them are the same. They're using sort of the core of everything is OBS basically. So OBS alone is the core. So right now, after you install it, your scenes should be empty. I can't change it now because I'm using the record, but there'll be nothing here. You'll be having like a scene alone. If you're using Streamlabs, it's OBS, just going to be an empty scene. There won't be, this UI might be different. Let me show you the UI of OBS. So OBS UI, if you don't know it, this is how it looks like. I'm just going to make thing. Forgive me for my horrible browser or desktop and my League of Legends screen. So this how everything looks like. Okay, my OBS already has included other stuff that I'm not going to talk about it. So this is how OBS from the stock shelves look like. Don't mind the Stream Element stuff that were included here. Well, I just added them on my own. That's how you're gonna get the software looking like. So right now I'm gonna be using OBS Streamlabs because this one I use is the main thing that I use. I know how to control it. So if you go to settings, both of them have settings. First thing you have to check is the general, what other stuff you connected to. Since I'm using Streamlabs, I'm not gonna be focusing exactly on Streamlabs because everything is important here, like auto reconnect, auto buffer. I can also double check on the other one. I don't know why I closed it. It might be a different menu, but I'm sure all of them they have the same thing. So what's the settings? I have to find settings. One then. Here this around file settings. So you get almost the same structure and the streams. So the stream part, it depends if you're using Streamlabs or OBS. So on my side, if I say streams, since I'm streaming on Facebook and Twitch, mine is already set up already. and ready to go. And this is a Streamlabs setup. But if you go to OBS, there's a thing called Stream where you have to choose if you're gonna use Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Facebook Live, Restream. Restream is one of those multi-platform stuff that they allow you to stream on multiple platform. Twitter or Periscope, and there's a lot more. There's loads of more services you can use. YouTube Gaming, tons and tons of services that you can use. After you've chosen your gaming, then you put your key, server, and your key that you need. Basically, the stream key, that's the one that you get from my website. I can't show you exactly. Okay, let me see if I can find the one that's already open. Let's go to my. Okay, I was just watching stream here. Let's go to my settings. Hopefully, this is not going to show too much hectic stuff. So, stream dashboard. So this is my stream dashboard, and what about that? Okay, it doesn't show anything here. Okay, it might be on settings, guys. Let's go back to Twitch. Okay, okay, there it is on settings. So on settings, you got all of these things set up for your channel. I'm not gonna go to Twitch Prime. No, not this one. Oh, there it is. So I'm not gonna show it for you guys, but you get your streams here under channel. So on your stream dashboard, preferences, channel, you get it here, and you can set up all of the things here and up and down. And after that, you paste it here. It means that you have chosen stream, I would call it Twitch here, Twitch TV. Choose Twitch TV or Twitch. You paste the key here, and this won't be here. It's different on each services. Okay, let's go back to my stream. So when you're on top of this one, this is the one I use also. It has stream, and you can do also almost the same thing. If I say custom, then I can actually choose a streaming service, and I can pick Twitch and all of those. It's the same thing. But if I say use recommended, and I keep these two because these are cool, because I can stream twice on platforms. Yeah, we first done the first part of just doing the setup. This is now the most fun stuff or fun part where you actually have to see how to set up your environment to make sure that it allows you as a low-end streamer to actually stream correctly. And depending on your internet, remember. So right now, this is my setup I have right now. So these are my encoding. I can't change it on this one, but I can show you on the side. So if you go out to output, this is what you get defaultly, and you can switch it between software and ADM. Since I'm using a Reason Tree is not good enough to actually do all of the work that I wanted to do. So I changed to process everything using my graphics card. But my graphics card, it's a decent graphics card, and I can show you what graphics card I'm using. It opens. So let's show you my graphics card before we go forward. So if you go system, what's the details? Should be these ones. Find drivers and software or something like that. Okay, so this is my graphics card I'm using. It's a Radiant RX 580. It has 8 gig of memory, and CPU is a Ryzen 3 32G with a Radeon Vega 4 cores, all of that, 16 gig RAMs I have. And I always update my software, so I always do that also. For some reasons, I can't stream using software, but it's recommended if you have maybe a Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 7 latest software, or latest hardware, I mean, or you get Intel i5 or i7, I would recommend you try using software because it's the best. But for me, it doesn't work correctly, so I switched it to hardware because my graphics card works better than the processor of the CPU. But it depends. It's on your own choices. And this doesn't mind. You can choose which one you prefer, and it's okay. And let's go back here. I'll show you how to close that one. So right now, after you've chosen your streams and stuff, there are extra things I have to show you. Then okay, I'll close it this side. Okay, let's see. So you're doing output now, and your output in this side it says simple, but you have to go to advanced, I think, to see everything. Then you choose whatever encoder you have. Then see this balance quality. You can even ask what's going on, but this is the quality of device or what's going on or how see. it explains it to you how it does it. Is it balance, mix of two? Yeah, speed and quality. For me, I like both speed and quality, but I have to double check if I did say it like that. Yeah, see, that's it. Speed and quality. And this is constant bit rate. It means constant bit rate means it try its best to run at the same bit rates. And right now, if you open up, there's 3 bit rates: peak one, latency, all of them. But for me, I think I'll suggest you go and switch to constant bit rate, CBR. And if you need to do more research about it, just go to Google, guys, or have on top of it. It's going to tell you what it actually means. It attempt to get to at least bit rate as fast as it can. So right now, you have to set also a target bit rate. This is the most important thing. Depends on your internet. So if your internet, okay, let's go to Google now. I'll show you how to. You can say Twitch bit rate. This is what you can do. So if you say Twitch bit rate, it gives you a guide. For example, if you want to stream on Twitch or related services, they might write a few things about it, but it surely gives you a guide depending on your internet. Okay, there it is. You know what I'm saying? So 1080 60 FPS, 400, 45,000, 4,500. I mean, 6,000 kilobytes. Well, at the frames of 60 and of 50. And this is normally for high-end machines, if you're doing your high-end machines, and how to calculate those bit rates that you need that much. So I was hoping these guys want to show you right here, but unfortunately you're gonna have to do a different one. So you're gonna have to say, I remember when I searched it says calculate. I hope I calculate right. Oh, there it is, bit rate calculator. I hope that's a one that's actually good for you. Okay, so this is the bitrate calculator that I was talking about. So this URL, I'll actually post it also in the description just to make sure that you can choose the right bitrate. But it tells you what in video cards or ×2 specs, whatever you're using. But this is just making sure it's a video card. So it tells you if you want a 1080, that means most of the streaming platform they do not support this until you go to like more than 1,000 followers or subscribers, things like that. You have to check which service you're streaming on, like Facebook or Twitch. But this is for extreme. Since we're talking about low end, so our low end, this is where we actually look to set up our setup. We're looking to set everything up towards this setup. That's where it's more decent for you to actually get your speed, either one or the other, either setting up at your graphics card or a 2x. And these ones, remember, I'm running a Ryzen 3, similar to i3 sometimes, depending on which version you have. So these are the areas where I'm playing around with. And my kilobytes, I can tell you can start from 2.5 until 3,000. That's going to be decent enough. That's going to be producing the video at HD level. If you go lower than 2.5 towards 1.5, that's 480 territory. Yeah, that's 480 territory. And you want to read how they do all of this encoding and tell you what it happens. And all of it, they do tell you here. They recommend a lot of things. And other guys, they can tell you now that if I say I got 100 meg, this is 100 meg, this is how much max speed rate I can get. If you've got a 10 meg line, you've got a 10 meg line, this is what bitrate you can do. If you have 2 megabit line, this is the maximum. So remember, if you are alone or with someone on a network, this might change because you might have 100, but you're getting 50 or you're getting 25 because you're sharing. And this is the max. I'm talking about the max. You don't always go to the max, guys. You don't always go for the max. And I'll put this also just to show you how other people try to calculate it. But this is the max bit rate. Usually it's the worst of the worst. So don't even try doing the max. And if you want to see what speed you're running, you just go to speed tester and I will hide this so that you won't see it, guys. I don't want you to see my IP. Lol. But right now, as I'm waiting, I'm just gonna show you how my speed rate goes. So this is mine. So I'm running around 110, 180, but my PC is very low end. So all of this processing in power and creating a video and uploading goes through this PC and gives it a lot more things. And yeah, that's basically what you do. It's like you have to choose the settings. Bitrate is the most important thing when it comes to streaming. So make sure your internet is set here and always make sure all of these right. Well, right now, when I say you're running, I'll see right now, let's double check. So right now it says I'm running at 112. So if I go here, I can say 112. Oh, let's just say 112. It says this is a max I can push. But me, I'll never push the max. I'll never do that. I'll always come back here and say, this is what I want to achieve. After I've checked, this is my maximum. So if you have one meg line, you know that it is not going to be enough. So it means your bit rate, you're going to have to see how you can do it. But that's my suggestion, guys. Stick to 2.5 bit rates, 2.5 to 2000. This is where I'm pushing myself to 2.5. That's my personal setting. I think that's my personal setting I have even right now running on this video. This is where it releases it because I need a 720. This is actually a 720 HD, but you can still go lower than this to get a better result. And intervals, all of these things are just basic. I didn't even change some of them, so I left them B. And same thing here, see, I left them B. And there's some modes that you can change here and all of that. But for now, since you're just starting up, we don't care about that. Audio, usually, I don't change all of these guys. Like, literally, everything is by default on my keyboard. And you come back here. Make sure your canvas and your output is at the same level. Don't scale it, don't do anything. Or also, you can make it higher if you want to, like to make it higher to 1080, then it scales to a lower one. So when it's higher canvas, it scales to a lower one. The quality still is there, it doesn't lose quality. Okay, now let me show you on my side here and how it is on my side. So although I told you it's a default, I don't change it. So video, see mine is at high level and I scale it down to 720 and I make sure everything is sharpened. So this one you have to test it on yourself which one works. So if I had to show you this, okay, on this side, it's recommended that you run it at basically. Oh, this is a new one. I haven't checked this one. Okay, so binary is the fastest one. This is the slowest one, but it has more sharpened view or sharpened quality. The view looks good. So it depends on your machine. If it can handle it, you can push it there. If you can't handle it, go back to that one. But it might be buried. Like it might lose a bit of more pixels than you actually need to. So you're gonna have to play around with these four options. There were three previously when I checked it. Then your keys and all of that you can set up on your own. I don't need to tell you what to set up. I have never touched this advanced section because I don't usually use it at all. And it's the same thing with Streamlabs. Just videos, same thing. And remember, your common FPS is a thing that is important. Run at 30 FPS. Your machine is gonna try its best to get to 30 every time, but it might fall short to be 29 sometimes. Do not worry about that. The video will still work and can still stream at any other broadcasting area, Twitch, TV, YouTube, Facebook, all of that is allowed. Then there's more menu here, so there's Streamlabs. There's more menu, scene, game overlay. We don't care about that. I just wanted to show you how it is. You can set also your button keys. That's the basic of of streaming. That's the basic of setting up your stream, and you can click go live and watch it on your network, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere you want to. Yeah, that's about it. Ooh, it's a lot of talking. Okay, But remember, guys, if I missed anything or said something incorrect, please comment below. Tell me that I made a mistake there, so that we can improve our things and understand what's going on when streaming and not streaming. But without wasting any time, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget that you need to subscribe on 2 channels, left and right, up here. And at the same time, have a great day. Leave those subscribes in there. I'll see you later. Cheers.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.